How's it going, guys? So this is how I remember people's names, and I swear to you that it is impossible for you to be able to forget someone's names, and you'll know why I'm laughing in a second once I actually describe the method that I use. Now in this video, I'm simply going to describe the experience of buying a simple cup of coffee, how it looked like before I used to implement this hack, this approach. Then I'm actually going to explain the method, the hack, and then we'll see how it went for me today. I literally just grabbed a cup of coffee from one of the local coffee shops 10 minutes ago. So I say that a year ago, before I actually used this, I was on my way to get coffee. I guess I just simply walk to the coffee shop, stand in line, nothing out of the ordinary. I'll be all polite and shit and try to put a happy face on and ask for my espresso, and it'll be $3.23, and that's kind of about it, right? And maybe I asked for the person's name, and it was Rachel. And so I try to remember, I try to be intentional, like, oh, Rachel, for the next time that I come, I'll remember that, Rachel. 3 days later, I'll be on my way to the coffee shop, and I'll try to remember, shit, what was that person's name? I remember it started with an R. And I go to the line, I'm trying to think about, again, what that person's name was. I knew it started with R. I obviously never actually remember it, so what ends up happening is another, transaction. 303, espresso, move on, the day continues. What if I actually was able to recall that her name was Rachel at that point in time? Because one of my biggest issues was not being able to remember people's name. Was not that I came off rude sometimes with people that I met like 2 times. I didn't care too much about that. Not knowing the name of someone that I already met was what prevented me from starting a conversation and getting to know them, So I've left the door open. And by doors unopened, what I mean is that not knowing the name of someone that I previously met was precisely what prevented me from starting a conversation, from getting to know that person, from opening the door. So I realized that something as simple as a name, like this word, is most often than not all you need to get that in, to get to know someone, to open that door, I'm sure we've all been in a situation where we see someone who we know we've met before, but we just don't remember their name, and it's not because we're rude, it's not because, it's not intentional or anything, it's just because we're human beings. But just because we don't know their name, we just kind of put off engaging or starting a conversation with them, it's like, fuck. And I don't know, it feels like I just leave so much value on the table for something so small, Like, honestly, who knows where meeting someone new might take you, So here's what I do. Again, I guarantee that it's impossible for you to be able to forget someone's names if you do this. You ready? I create a notes on my phone. Like literally one of those yellow sticky notes on my phone app. And I titled it Names plus Conversation Log. As methodical and crazy as it sounds, I swear to God, it's changed my life for the better. So what I'll do is, like, every time I go to a new place and I meet new people, I just literally write their names on the note and maybe like a fact or two that I picked up on during the conversation. For example, 2 days ago, I started going to jiu-jitsu classes, and on my way back after the session was over, I pulled up my phone, and while it's fresh on my mind, I start recording him. Edgar, Sensei, he's from Venezuela. Jason, that curly-haired guy who sparred with me. Marta, the front desk assistant, And so the next time I go, next week, I'll simply pull up my phone on the way there, do a little quick refresh, and that's all the difference. Because I'll walk and I'll be like, Edgar, how's it going, sir? I'll make a fucking impression, and Marta, how's it going? And that'll lead to a conversation, That name is all it's like the in that I need to unlock things that I would have never unlocked before. And so back to the coffee scenario from before, like, today, I literally walked up and I felt like home. I knew everyone's name, like from the fucking barista to the janitor. You don't think that felt good? I had ongoing conversations with everyone. I literally didn't even need to specify my order, because like, porfi, same as usual. And yeah, and that shit just makes you feel good, The effect of pleasant conversations, you carry it through you, like, throughout the day. But that outcome, like today's experience, was a product of me doing it over and over again, Like the first time I walked in, I jotted the name of the barista, and then I as I kept on going, I kept on building, conversation, rapport with everyone. And honestly, this stupid thing, if you believe it or not, has literally changed my life for good. Like just the other day, I ran into someone that I met like 4 months ago, like a friend of a friend. We had like a small 2-minute interaction, and luckily I remember that I jotted down his name on my notes app. I literally pulled up my phone and I spotted him. I was like, yeah. And I stopped him and I like, Tomas, right? What's up, man? This guy couldn't believe it. Like, fuck, I wouldn't believe it. Like, it would be impossible for me, not for someone to be able to remember that person's name, not using this obsessive approach. Immediately, this guy was like, bro, what's up? And, it's not like, he's my best friend now. We text each other every day, but we just had a great encounter, a great experience. And again, that made me feel good. I carried that shit with me throughout the day. At the local gym, this guy that I met 3 weeks ago walks in, and I'm like, oh, I remember putting his name down. He's like, yeah, we're right. Yeah, what's up, man? He's like, hey, what's up, man? Remember what was your name? And I'm like, Porfirio. And he's like, shit, man, you're good with names. It's like, bro, if he just knew. So yeah, it's methodical and maybe, I don't know, feel like unnatural, but it works, And for me, the downside of just writing people's names, like every so often when I meet someone new or when I go to somewhere new, does not compare to the upside. And I'm still living this, I'm still seeing what it, where I'll end up by continuing doing this. And I need to say that I started doing this probably like a year ago, and I must say that the benefits, you don't actually see them until a while, until you start to jot down some names and give life it's the opportunity for it to shine. But facts, something as simple as creating a notes on my phone where I can on demand pull like people that I met, it has been a game changer. And I highly recommend it if you had trouble remembering people's names and if you obviously actually care that much. And that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day, to watch me. I don't even know how to do these outro things. I just know that I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.